But yeah, I've been listening and kind of checking out a little bit, and I actually did a show tonight, and I was talking about the struggles that like the boss women, like the successful women have, and I came across an article just to get y'all thoughts real quick. They're projecting by 2030, 45% of working women aged 25 to 44 in the United States will be single. And I'm listening to what you guys are saying, and I'm wondering, why isn't this the message to young women? I'm a single dad, I have a 13-year-old, soon to be 14-year-old daughter. These are the things that I will be telling her as she gets older, and the conversation becomes relevant. Are we not telling our young daughters or young women in the community that self-improvement and being socially calibrated and knowing when to crank it up and tone it down? Are we not putting this out there? Like, what are we telling our young women?
I believe there's two big solutions. One, it starts at home with our own families and teaching our
Right.
daughters how to be, because that's important. That's what we can control, and that's how we can control the culture. I think it was your little podcast, or no, it was Mr. Logic that said we have to control the environment that our children are in, so society isn't the biggest influence on their life. And then on top of that, I believe it's going to take for humility for the older women that are regretful, that did take that route, to say, young ladies, it's not the way. This isn't the way. I thought it was the way. Don't
Mm-hmm.
choose what I chose. I'm single, I'm lonely, or this isn't what I
Right.
imagined my life would be. And I didn't know this because I was taught that this is what I'm supposed to be. But
Right.
I think it's going to take for the older women to step up and say, don't do what I did. Marry
Yeah.
young, work on yourself. And like Queen Smiley says she's doing in her community, she's talking to women, and she's young ladies and raising them up. And I think that's biblical for the older women to step up and teach the younger women how to be who they should, how to be whoever God created them to be, instead of rejecting it. Because like you said, society is telling us to do the opposite, which is leading to these broken homes, which is leading to the singleness. And then we see the mental health issues due to that. So women are on antidepressants and anxiety meds because we're taking on things that we shouldn't be taking on, carrying weight that we shouldn't be carrying, because we are taught to be so independent. And it's not. We were who I think it was, yeah, it was Kevin Samuels. I always quote him because rest in peace, he's the Godfather. But anyways, he said, men have shoulders for weight, women have hips. That's not, that's for children, right? That's for our duty as women. So I think that's a great analogy to look at. We weren't created to be carrying things on our shoulder, which is leading to a lot of issues. But anyways, like I was saying, the solution is starting with home and starting with the older ladies being humble enough to speak up and say that I did it wrong. Don't do it like how I did it.